Good morning, students. Welcome back to the online classes of KVD Academy. Myself Kishore sir, as your science teacher. Today I am going to teach you class 5 subject science topics animals life. In the previous chapter I uploaded about plant lives, but today we are going to upload about animals life. In the previous chapter we discovered animals life, how they survive, how they can reproduce, how can they make their foods. But today we have totally focused our minds to animals life. You know, animals are mammals, ants, reptiles also. Means their body habits is totally different from each other. They are just like they have some unique features also. Today we are one by one discuss about how can they reproduce. Ants, how do they eat foods, how can they move from one place to another place, how they adjust their body in their surroundings, just like you call it habitats. So let's discuss today's points is habitat. You know habitats, the surrounding in which a living organism lives and survives is called habitat. Means the surrounding where the animals live and they get all their needs in their one particular place is known as their habitats. Suppose camel live in a hot desert area. If you put a camel in the forest area, they cannot able to survive. Or if you put lion to the forest in the hot area, just like a desert area, they are not able to survive. Means their habitat is totally different. Suppose you see a frog nearby pond area, they live in the ponds is a habitat for their frogs, and in their habitat, snake also there, frog also there, insect are also there. So if there is an insect, frog come to eat it, and when the frog come to eat it, snake also come to eat the frog also. Means this is a food chain. And what is food chain? The sequence of living organism in which one organism consumes another organism to transfer their food energy is known as food chain. Suppose there is a grass. Grass are eaten by rabbits and rabbits are eaten by lions. This is known as food chains. So the surrounding where the particular animal lives and they have the suitable climates for their survivals, for their reproductions, and that area is known as habitats. You know, different body coverage. You know, we see animals in our surrounding. They have their body structure is totally tense, and their body outer layers are made of different kinds. First is cell. You know cells? Snails. You see snails, turtles and tortoise. Their body are made of cells. And these cells protects the snails, tortoise from the dangerous, outer dangerous. Suppose some insects come to eat it, it goes inside the cells and they were totally were rid out from their enemies. Just like a use of tortoise, it moves when the animals comes to eat it, it goes inside it, and their hard cells protect us from biting. They protect us from the eating up by the different animals. So they are cells. This is a wonderful creature of the gods. They make snails also, turtles also, tortoise also, and other organisms which are protected by cells. These cells are very hard. If you throw it from the stones, it cannot break. It is too much hard. So that's why these cells protects the animals, just like snails, tortoise, and tortoise from their enemies. Second one is scales. You see a fish. Fish is a scales, round scale you see in the covering the fish scales, and reptiles also. You saw reptiles, crocodiles also. You see alligator also. They have a hard scales. They protect us from the other enemies when they try to eat us. Suppose a crocodile is going thereby and the cheetah come to eat it, they are not able to eat it properly because their hard cells protect us from the dangerous positions when they attacked by the predator. So fish, reptiles are protected by the hard scales also. They protect us them from their enemies. Third one is feather. You know birds. You see birds of different kinds. They have a feathers. There are feathers which are very light. They protect us from the heat also, coldness also, and for the harsh climates, the birds protect us from their feathers, from the harsh climates, wet season, rainy seasons. That's why this different body covered with this body, scales, feathers, have a, they protect, mainly they protect the animals or reptiles from the and from their enemies and from their harsh climates. And now different eating habits. You know, in our surroundings there are many kinds of animals. Someone is herbivorous, someone is carnivorous, and someone is omnivorous. And those animals who eats plants and plants products is known as herbivorous. Suppose you see a cow, deer. You see cow and deer has a broad type of teeth, and they this nature give this kinds of teeth to them. Only they are able to eat grasses and plants and products. Their teeth are not so much sharp. So the organisms and the animals who eats plants and green substance and plant products is known as herbivorous animals. Second one is carnivorous animals. Those animals who eat flesh of other animals. Suppose lion has pointed teeth, tearing teeth. They tear the flesh of the rabbits, deers, and herbivorous animals. Means the organism who eat meat or flesh of other animal is known as carnivorous animals. Example is lion, tigers, jackal, fox. They have a sharp and pointed teeth. They are able to tear the animals and eat their flesh for their survival. And third one is omnivorous. And those are organisms, those animals who eat both plants and animals, they are known as omnivorous animals. Suppose bears, crow, human beings, they are the good examples of omnivorous animals. Means the animals have three types of eating habits. One is herbivorous, second one is carnivorous, and third one is omnivorous. Those organisms who eat plants and plant products is known as herbivorous animals, and those animals who eat flesh of other animals is known as carnivorous animals, and those animals who eat both plants and animals is known as omnivorous animals. Now discuss about different methods of breathing. How they you see in your surrounding many kinds of animals are there, and their breathing mechanism are totally different. Some are inhalation, we discover inhalation, exhalation. So you see from lungs. Some animals they take breaths from their lungs. For example, mammals, birds, reptiles. You know, mammals, birds, and reptiles, they breathe through their lungs. We have also lungs. You put your hands here. You see, there's sound of lub dub lub dub. This hearts means expansion. With breathing, we take inhalation, oxygen. So our nostrils help us to take air, and it goes to the lungs and other parts of the bodies, and those which are oxygenated blood we are taken with, and deoxygenated blood we are taken outside from the mouth. That's why the animals who takes breath from the lungs are mammals, birds, and reptiles. Second one is moist skin. You see frog and earthworm, they take breath from moist skin. Ants moist skins have also frogs and earthworm. They take breath from their moist skin. Their skin is totally moisture. Humidities. If frogs live in the water, they take is from the moisture of this. And when it frog come to the outside of the rivers or water, it takes the oxygenation from the lungs. And gills, you know, fish, tadpoles, and prawn, they take breath through their gills. You know, the frog, and you see a fish. If you put a scales of fish from here, you see there is a red color of gills. That gills helps for the survival to the fish also, tadpoles also, and prawns. These are this is a watery animals, and when the frog give eggs, and some teeny organism come outside, and this is known as the tadpoles. And these tadpoles, when you get large, they make a frogs. And fourth one is spiracles. You know, insects. All the insects, they have a teeny holes in a trachea. These holes, they take the airs from there, and they are able to survive in this beautiful art. You know, this art is have a lungs. It is have a airs. You know, air is a mixture of several gases. We take oxygen because in our surrounding there are 21% oxygens are there. They are very useful for us. So that's why we should need to conserve this oxygen by planting more and more trees, and we should maintain ecological balance in the nature. So this process is known as ecology. The interaction between living organism and non-organism, they depend on each other. This is not ecology. Suppose you see a cow, they are grazing the grass, and one of the cranes come and sit on their backside and eats the insect of the cows. Then this readout, the cow has read out from the insect, and from the eating of insect, the cranes give their foods. So this is not a symbiosis. Now movement, their body. What is the movements of the body? We should discover movement of the body. Suppose animals move from their two legs. And here mammals also, there are 4 types of legs. They move from their legs. You see a snake. They move their body, curving there and straightening their body. They go from here by snakes. And you see earthworm. They straighten their body and elongated their body. Leech also, they elongate their bodies. You see birds fly from their feathers and also move from here to here by their 2 legs. And some animals migrate from one place to another place for the harsh climate and for their survivals. This is known as migration. Arctic tern also. Some kinds of fish also move from one place to another for laying their eggs also. And crocodiles, lizards, tortoise have 4 types of, and they have short types of legs that they crawl from here and there in search of foods, or they protecting their bodies from the eating of by their predators. The human can stand upright. We can stand upright and walk along the arrangement of the body, which is known as movements. And these movements help us for the getting the food also, and to read out from that for the animals also. And these movements, so we should need to see this art is very beautiful. We don't think in the mind that whatever the art gives us. We think in the mind whatever we give to the earth. So this we should try to plant more and more trees, so that our India make one of the green country, one of the peaceful country, and we get the air, fresh air, so that all the living creature of the world, we are also animals. Man is a social animal, and they merge and live according to their surrounding areas. That's all today's class 5 science about animals' life. In the next video I will upload the next discussion about or about their behaviors, and how can they summon itself. Thank you. That's all. Have a nice day.
Will you give